This is your quick review of the 1-1 between Manchester United and Chelsea. Bruno Fernandes scored a penalty which was won by Rasmus Hojlund in like the 70th minute. And then 4 minutes later, Caicedo hit a volley which grabbed the equalizer for Chelsea. That's a great goal and a great performance by Moises Caicedo, who was genuinely man of the match. Absolutely amazing turnaround from him since the end of last season. This season he started off strongly. He's the Caicedo that we know. And if he's adding goals to his game, he's going to be challenging for the best CDM in the league. Absolutely amazing start this season to the Premier League. What a game by him, what a performance. Another amazing performance was Ugarte. He amazed me. He was shockingly bad. That was so horrible. It looked like he was playing against Manchester United, especially in the first half. He was giving the ball away to Chelsea so many times. He was teeing Chelsea up for the counter-attack time and time again. Easy balls, just giving them away, just losing balls. Even under no pressure, he would just give Chelsea the balls. He's not ready for the Premier League. He's definitely not ready. That was a shockingly bad performance. I've had people complaining, saying that, he's not Premier League ready yet. And if he goes by 60 million, then someone on the timeline said they must be 10 million because they believe they're on the same level, because this is not a Premier League player. And I agree. Based on what I've seen, I am so sorry. Ugarte is not ready. I would like to say Mazraoui has been a fantastic signing. He was not expensive, a decent decision made by the United board because it's also worked out. He can play right back and left back while Luke Shaw is stealing a living. We don't know where he is, what's going on, but Mazraoui is doing the job. He's been very solid since he's came into Manchester United. But I can't say the same for Joshua Zirkzee. I do think these more expensive signings for Manchester United have not turned up. Ugarte, for example, he's not turned up. Anthony, we know he's not even playing right now. Joshua Zirkzee came on. He does not look like a Premier League player. Joshua Zirkzee came on and he looks like he's genuinely starstruck. He's shocked that he's playing on the field. He is not ready. He's slow. He's too nonchalant. It's like he doesn't care. He's playing at his own pace and the Premier League is playing at 100 miles per hour. He came on and was not effective at all. He got a through ball where he was running in behind and basically slowed down and stopped to turn around. I don't know what's going on with Joshua Zirkzee, but he's not it. He's not the solution for Manchester United. Again, another more expensive signing that's not working out. Rasmus Hojlund, I also don't think it's working out. I do think he had a rich vein of form where he was scoring last season, but I genuinely do believe that Rasmus Hojlund does struggle to score goals. Yes, this game was a graveyard shift for him, but at least you'll always get hard work from him. He'll always run for the team, tireless running, work hard. He has the passion. At least he gives you something in return. He just needs to hit his rich vein of form again and maybe get chances created for him, because he gets starved of service. So I am critical of him, but I also do agree that his teammates do let him down. Marcus Rashford, he's struggling again. He's trying, but he's having the same old type of game that Marcus Rashford usually has. Garnacho is missing chances again. That's usual. That's normal. Water is wet. That's what Garnacho does. Part of those chances got Erik ten Hag sacked. Ahmad, why is he not starting? I'm not so sure, actually. I do think he should be getting a better chance. Saying that Noni Madueke as well. I think Noni Madueke, he is sharing Ruby Rose's nudes with Enzo Maresca because he's Enzo Maresca's favorite. That's for sure. How has he been starting consistently every single game where the returns have significantly diminished? Any excuse for the boy to bring Ruby Rose up again when it comes to Noni Madueke, but come on, Nani has not delivered for a while now, and with players like Nkunku on the bench, Jadon Sancho on the bench, Joao Felix on the bench, how are they not getting a chance? Nani Madueke is starting every single game, and like I said, the returns have significantly diminished. So I don't know what's happening there with Enzo Maresca. Quiet game, to be honest. Up until the 70th minute, it was a very quiet, boring game. We were watching sometimes nonsense football. Both teams were very careless with their passing. They were not creating much. It was not an entertaining game whatsoever. So Cole Palmer as well, had an average sort of game. Nicholas Jackson wasn't really in it. It wasn't a fireworks type of game. But at the end of the day, I do think Chelsea would be more disappointed. Enzo Maresca getting a draw against United's interim manager Ruud van Nistelrooy. He'd be happy at least not to lose the game. Chelsea will always concede goals, and that's the worry for me with Robert Sanchez in goal. I don't know why light-skinned Robert Sanchez is trying to do light-skinned saves. he's always literally flying out for dramatic effect. It's like he's posing for the pictures, coming out and punching the ball all the time rather than holding it properly or making a good save and just having firm hands and catching balls. He just wants to punch it and fist it, and he's always flying out. And he caused the penalty by flying out and jumping onto Rasmus Hojlund's leg, conceding the penalty, which cost the Chelsea the game. Not necessarily cost Chelsea the game, but it put Chelsea in an uncomfortable position, because up until then they were very comfortable, Chelsea. So Chelsea would be more disappointed. I think Man United were there for the taking, but maybe not too much of a bad result from Manchester United based on how they've been playing this season and the strings of losses that they've had. Maybe a draw is an actual fair result. A draw is definitely a fair result. The league is shaping up to be interesting. In a weekend which we saw Arsenal lose to Newcastle, there was no excuse this time that Arsenal fans could have. Arsenal was simply not good enough. They didn't create good enough chances. No excuse. Yes, you can say injuries. Yes, that's maybe a little bit fair. But Saliba was back. Odegaard is still a huge miss. We know this. But come on, we can't use injuries for every single thing. That was a poor performance. And yeah, like I said, Arsenal need to reflect and actually have an honest reflection about who they are, where they are this season, and what their ambitions are, and if they think they're likely to reach winning the league this season. Because to me, they look far worse than they have been in the past 2 seasons, which we know they finished runner-up. So maybe, you know, the good times might be over for Arsenal. City at least also lost, so they didn't increase their lead at the top of the table. I think it's an off day for City. You can't say Rodri is crucial because City lost. He hasn't been playing Rodri this whole season, so therefore we can't also use injuries as an excuse there. City just had an off day at the office. Guardiola scored though. This boy is unbelievable from left back. He's got 6 away goals, as many as Nicholas Jackson, I think, and Mo Salah in the Premier League. He is ridiculous. He's scoring with his left foot, right foot bangers, and he's now scored with his header. So yeah, I think he's City's best player, that's for sure right now. But yeah, City maybe also worrying times. They did say they have some injuries, but it doesn't look like what that squad they were supposed to beat Bournemouth. So no excuses there. Some poor performances by City, back-to-back losses after getting eliminated by Spurs in the Carabao Cup. And lastly, Liverpool turned their fortunes around after they were down by halftime 1-0 to Brighton. They came back. Salah again with a stunner winner. Salah is Liverpool's MVP. I think Salah will go down as Liverpool's most important player of all time. Yes, Steven Gerrard has the Champions League and he was in a mid-Liverpool team and dragging him. But if Salah really stays for 2-3 more years, if he signs that contract and keeps breaking and shattering these Premier League records and all-time goal-scoring records for Liverpool, also with assists, surely he's made more of an impact than Steven Gerrard since he's won every single trophy available with Liverpool. And if he adds another league title to that or another Champions League, that will really solidify him as probably the best Liverpool player of all time. With that being said, Arne Slot is now again back in charge, back at the top. 1 loss for him and the rest of them are wins. So very, very important, very impressive start by Arne Slot, who's taken over the reins from Jurgen Klopp. Many people thought this would be Liverpool's downfall, just like Sir Alex maybe with Manchester United and Arsene Wenger after a long time being in control and doing well. But Slot has hit the ground running. We can only praise and be in awe of the job that he's doing. He's not tweaked too much, but he has put a style of his own and he has made some changes in the squad and he's playing players that he believes in. And he's changed Ryan Gravenberch, and you know, he's gotten Luis Diaz firing. He has Cody Gakpo on the bench as well playing. So yeah, Liverpool have good options. We just need, I think, from Liverpool a good striker to start supporting Mo Salah with the goals. Jota's injury, Darwin Núñez doesn't really contribute in terms of goals, but yes, of course, with hard work he does. However, yeah, this is the time where we have to say congratulations, Liverpool. They're the main big winners this weekend, and Spurs also turned their 1-0 and beat Aston Villa 4-1, hampering Villa's progress and at least climbing up the table themselves. I would also like to say that the Chelsea match, I think it was okay. I don't think there was any controversy. Martinez could have been sent off, but I don't think we can let those slide simply because there wasn't enough force to really hurt Cole Palmer. He was just high. I think maybe because it wasn't forceful enough, they didn't deem it as red card worthy, and you know that's that's okay. I don't think Cole Palmer was really hurt by that tackle. It definitely didn't have that force that you are looking for, that conviction in the tackle that you would say, definitely red card. Ugarte also could have been sent off. He was on a yellow card and he made so many fouls after that by totting up. Just by totting up, he could have gotten a red card. But I think it's okay because the fouls were really small fouls. They were not like hampering Chelsea's progress. It wasn't like bringing a player down during a counter attack or a serious foul or obvious pulling or pushing. It was just, him just contesting for the ball. So I don't think there's too much wrong with VAR today. Let's not make it about the refs. I think it was a fair game and a fair result at the end of the day. 1-1 Manchester United and Chelsea. Please subscribe and I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye. Thank you so much for watching.